Hi everybody, welcome to Shelby Loves Crochet. Thank you for joining me today. It's been a while since I've done a video, but I'm going to get back into the throw of things now, try and grow my channel because it's only really baby small, so I got a lot of work to do. But I've got some new yarn. I haven't got it that recently. I've got it towards the end of last year, but it's quite interesting yarn. It is the Bernat Granny Square yarn. I have seen videos of it. You know, it's all in one continuous bit, and as you go round the rows of the granny square, it's supposed to all line up nicely. So we're going to have a look at this today. I think my plan for it is to make a lovely big throw cushion. I'm not really feeling a blanket. I've got 4 balls of this, and I'm thinking you can get 4 squares out of a ball as well. So I'm going to have 4, 8, 12, 16 squares. But I'm going to do a cushion where it's like 4 squares on one side and 4 squares on the other side. As I said, it's all in one continuous chain. That is what it ends up like. The ball band wants you to use an 8mm crochet hook. But I've seen other videos on YouTube, and I know this is lying. Do not trust this. Maybe trust it, maybe trust it. Everyone's tension is different, but I'm going to use a 10mm hook. So you take the ball out of the center, because then you start with the white. The ball band says leave a 4-inch tail. Oh, is that about 4 inches? Let's start, and we chain in 3, and then we want clusters of double crochets. So it's just the way a normal granny square is. And then at the corners you're chaining 3. I don't normally chain 3 at the corners, so yeah, this wants you to chain 3, and we must follow the pattern because the pattern is law. If we deviate from the pattern and it's wrong, then we don't have a leg to stand on, she says, using a 10mm hook. But anyway, we will not worry about that. It does say on the pattern, does say on the ball band or hook, you know, to get desired tension, something like that. It says something like that. Right, so we're nearly done the first round. There's a hell of a lot of cream wool left. I'm pretty sure leaving 4 inches at the beginning was quite generous, or not generous enough. Right, okay, so chain 1, chain 2, chain 3, slippity stitchy to join it, and then we have that much left. Okay, so, but I'm going to slip stitch to the corner anyway, so it looks all nice and tidy, because we are aiming for perfection. I want my granny square to look like the granny square on this picture. I do not want no little stray yarns, because where they've joined the yarns, they've done this. They've like merged the two together. Now, I do not want that showing on my crochet, because it doesn't belong on the orange, and it brown, orange, terracotta, and it doesn't belong on the cream. So, right, so I'm at the corner. So what I'm going to do is, this clearly doesn't line up, and I left a 4-inch tail, a generous 4-inch tail, and I'm using a 10mm hook instead of an 8mm hook, and we are still not lining up. So I am just going to go like that, and then I'm going to chain 3, and we will see if this round lines up. So we are going to do a cluster of 3, and remember to count your first chain 3 as your first double crochet. Let's pull some yarn out. Right, chain 3 on the corner, and then let's do another cluster of 3 double crochets. Right, and now after you've done that 3, to get to the next corner, you have to chain 1 in the middle. It is all written on the pattern. On the inside of the ball band, just in case it seems like I'm just, you know, freehanding it. I am actually following the pattern. It tells you to chain 3 on the corners, chain 1 in between, double crochets. Yeah, so actually it doesn't tell you to start with a magic ring. So that might be where some of the yarn is being left over, because I'm leaving 4 inches and then I'm doing a magic ring and chaining 3, whereas they're doing 4 inches, chaining 4, then chaining 3. But details, very small details, so we won't worry about that. So let's do our next corner. I will speed it up a little bit so you don't have to watch me crochet. It's looking good. I love this yarn. It's really nice yarn. Might not line up like it's supposed to, but it's really nice yarn. You know, and us crocheters, we're used to sewing in ends and changing colour, so it's fine. We're prepared for it. We know that this is a vital step of every crochet project, is sewing in the ends. And don't we all just leave sewing in the ends till last? Right, I'm on the last corner. There's a little bit of wool left on the table, but it's okay because I will do my loop-de-loop solution. Right, let's slip stitch, and then let's slippity stitchy all the way to the corner. Oh, okay, I thought I'd missed a stitch, but I didn't. Okay, so still got this much left, so we are going to do the loop-de-loop method, where we just take the yarn of the new colour and we loop it like that, and we start chaining 3. 1, 2. Oh, I lost count. I couldn't even count to 3. Right, now let's do 2 double crochet. I must say it's looking really nice so far. I really love this yarn. It's beautiful. Let's close my magic ringo. There we go. And with these loops that I'm being forced to create, I'm going to cut it here and tie it off in a double knot, thread the ends in, and look, perfection. You won't even know. No one's gonna know. Oh, I just need to move the stitches, but it's looking good. I will zoom you forward and meet you at the end. Okay, we've got one side down. Two sides down. Plenty of wool left over. Whee. Oh, it turned brown. Right, 2 sides to go. Okay, final side. Okay, I've done the last side. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's slip it a stitch to the... I can't slip stitch to the corner. Look how beautifully that actually lined up. Apart from having this yucky bit there, it actually lined up pretty well. So impressed. But if I start crocheting now, if I do my chain 3 now, I'm going to end up with this weird, can you see it? Can you see the weirdness? It's just pink and brown mixed together. We do not like that. We are striving for perfection. We are striving for perfection. This ball of wool did not get the memo that we are going for perfection. 1, 2, chain 3, and let's start the, is this the 4th round? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, it is. This is the 4th round. So, wow, they do grow really quickly. The thing with this yarn is that as long as you're left with a little bit, which is obviously a way better than not being left with any at all. So, I mean, it was kind of close on that time. It was pretty much lined up. Oh, wait, I'll do the rest of the corner. So, let's hope. Imagine if you go all the way around and then you don't have enough yarn, you'd be like, oh my god. You'd have to change your tension and everything. But, I mean, remember that I'm using a 10mm hook and this is lining up-ish, kind of. And they want you to use an 8mm. But obviously everybody's tension is different, and it does say use the size hook you need to get the tension correct. So, oh, I don't like that bit. I let that get a bit loose. My finger was in the way. Let's redo that. So my plan for these squares is to make a big cushion. So
I can have a big cushion to lean against.
I've never actually crocheted myself much, which is quite funny really. You'd think I'd have loads of stuff crocheted, but no, I don't. I haven't crocheted myself anything. I've knitted myself things. I've knitted myself things. I have a jumper in my summer house at the moment that I've knitted for myself. It doesn't have sleeves and it's not finished, but I still knitted it for myself.
And that's what counts.
Okay, one more side to go, and yeah, we're doing okay on wool. That's the next colour change. Let's joiny that. Okay, we've got more left this time. Okay. Right, so I'm going to slip stitch to the corner because it just makes it nice and neat for when I start the next round. Da 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 da. And then we're going to do the loop-de-loop system that I have created. Chain 3. Did I chain 3? Struggling to count to 3. So let's start the last round. Okay, we're just coming to the end now. So chain 1 and then connect it. And then I'm gonna slip stitch to the corner. Just because I like finishing on a corner, because when you sew it up, it just makes it easier if the yarn is at the corner. So, oh wow, this is how much brown we have left. So plenty for sewing up. Right, so let's choppity chop that off. And then loads of yarn left over. Okay, so there is my square. Does it look lovely? Was it crocheted all in one? I mean, essentially it was. I only used a pair of scissors once, so on that theory, yeah, it was crocheted all in one. Have I got ends to sew in? Yes, I do have ends to sew in. Did the colours line up? No, they didn't line up at all. They lined up on the fourth round, or the third going to the fourth, and that was about it. But that's okay. I don't mind that. Snippety snip. Snippety snip. Snippety snip. And snippety snip. Okay, so starting with, this is the tail from the magic ring. I will sew this in at the end. We have these two colours, the cream going to the terracotta. I'm going to do them nice and tight, but not so tight that I break it. And then we have the terracotta going to the pink. Tie that in a nice knotty. And then, ooh, these are little baby ones. Oh, they got longer when I pulled them. Double knot that. And then the last one, the sandy colour, going to the brown. Okay. So we'll sew them in afterwards. And it looks quite good. I think you can see, yeah, the colour changes have gone really nicely. It looks really good. I love it. Right, it's been a few hours. I've been busy, and my cushion is looking super duper. So I've done 4 more squares. Well, I've done 3 more. I mean 4 if you want to be technical, 5 if you want to be exact. They are really fun to make, so I was just sitting there watching telly, and yeah. So the first 4 squares that I've done, I've sewn them together. I've just kind of, you know, just normal sewing together, didn't do anything fancy. And then obviously when it was inside out, I've sewed along this edge for the corner. So I have one side done, and then I have one corner on this side. See, this is this side of the cushion, and then this one will go here, and then 2 more at the bottom. You know what I mean. You know what a square looks like. Okay, so I've moved down to the floor to sew it up, so we have a bit more space and you can see what I'm doing. I don't think my sewing is that bad, and this wool is so forgiving that I don't think I actually have to turn it inside out. So where's my long corner? I've got that thread there which might sew up that end, so I'm going to put this on this rotation, because then I can use this thread to go along here to the corner and then sew down here. And then I've still got enough, wow, I've got loads left over that I can, you know, maybe go across here or something else. So let's thread the needle, and then, so I'm going to sew these 2 together first. So let's turn it all the way around. We won't worry about these ends for now. At the end, I will get rid of them all. And now when I'm sewing it, I'm just catching one of the loops from the crochet, but I'm doing the top one, if you like. Oh dear, it's getting in a right pickle here. You belong over there. And then just going through, and then I'm coming back through that one. I mean, to be honest, this wool is so forgiving. Plushy wool always is. The only thing I need to do is make sure that these 2 line up. I'm just going to hook that through there. It is so windy today. Right, so I've attached those 2 just loosely together, just so as I'm going across I can just keep an eye that I'm on target really, and it's not going skewiffy. I'm kind of going into every stitch, but it's okay if you miss one. And then at the corner, just catch a stitch somewhere. And there we go. That is that side all done. It looks really neat, nice and seamless. Looks really good. So now I am going to work down this side. I'm going to do that bit for that, and then I'm going to work down this side. Now with the sort of closure of the cushion, I haven't yet decided if I want to, you know, finish, you know, leave one end open, put the cushion insert in and then sew it shut, or maybe leave one end open but then close it with like buttons and loops or something. Not sure what I want to do yet, because if it gets dirty I want to be able to wash it, and although it will go in the washing machine, it will be like in the washing machine, so because it's going to be even fatter than this, you know, by the time it's got the cushion insert in it. So I haven't decided on that yet. So I'm going to do these last 2 squares, get it all sewed up, ready for the insert to go in, and I will meet you back then. Okay, so I've got myself a cushion, a very big cushion. I didn't get it from Dunelm. I popped to Morrison's yesterday and I got it from there, and it was £7. So I was like, that's amazing, because it comes with a case. So even though we're not going to really see it, but it saves looking through to, you know, the cushion inner material. So let's take that off. But £7, bargain, because the ones in Dunelm were also £7 without the case. It is 58 by 58 centimetres. The cushion cover is measuring about 50 centimetres, and I googled it and it said for a 50 centimetre case you want a 55 centimetre cushion. So 58, so you know, what's 3 centimetres? So here is the case all sewn up, and I've left an opening at the bottom. So now I am going to proceed to shove this very large cushion into this small hole that I'd left. So let's poke it in. We need to push it in the corners nice. In that corner. To make sure all these, I've left some strands on because obviously I've still got some sewing to do, so I want to make sure that I don't leave, there's another one there, that's that one, don't leave any in there. Right, that's a really good fit actually. Morrison's, £7, bargain. Right, so we won't show you this side because obviously I still have to fasten it up, but look at this side. Woo! Oh my god, it looks amazing. Right, I'm gonna quickly sew this hole up and then I will show you the final finished result. So here we have the finished cushion. It looks absolutely amazing. I'm so pleased with how it turned out. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for staying until the end. If you make a cushion for yourself, have fun doing it. The Bernat yarn, I'm going to give it about an 8 out of 10. It didn't line up perfectly, but with the old loop-de-loop system, you can make it work and you can still have a fantastic item at the end. I've also got the green version of the ball, Seaside Shore I believe it's called. I've already started squares for that for another cushion. I won't do a video about that, but I will post pictures on Instagram when it's finished. But thank you for watching. Thank you for staying till the end. Please like the video if you liked it. Leave a comment down below. Subscribe to me if you haven't already subscribed to me. And I will see you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye now.